Hi, Changebringer. Yes, you are a Changebringer. Did you know if you change something inside of you, something will change in your world, in the world, and in the universe? That is how powerful you are. And you don't have to believe me, just check it out. Just listen to this video and try to implement things that I offer you, and you will change. You will see there will be changes in your life, a lot of changes. So today's video is about let go and let God. So don't switch off immediately. I'm not religious, not at all. But I have a very good connection with the universe and with the source. I call it the source. Okay. Since very, very, very small. So let me explain what this video is about. Letting go and let God. Your ego, our ego, we all have egos, they like to control. People do not like new things. People have problems, very big challenges with adaptation. Yeah. But in the universe, nothing stands still. Nothing stands still. So that means, I'm sorry for your egos and my ego, because he doesn't like it either. There will be always changes. Always. Always. So you can choose to adapt, or you can choose to fight against it and want everything under control. Yeah. And so what do I mean with let go and let God? Let me ask you a question. Who is the most inventive? Who is the most creative? Human beings or the source? Who knows the future? Who creates the future? Who decides what the future of the universe will be? I mean, not your little life, but I mean the universe. You or the source. It's gonna be not you, but the source. Yeah. Okay. So why would you control? Is there then a big reason why you would control? And then let me explain myself. So if you look till the end of this video, you understand what I mean. And it makes your life much, much, much easier, because that is what my channel is all about. Making people's life easier, the way I did to my own life. So let me explain myself. You want to change your environment. You're fed up with the place where you live. Yeah. And write down, what do you like to feel of the place where you live? For example, you want to have a quiet place, not a lot of disturbance, or maybe you like just a vibrant place. It depends all on you. And who knows you better than you? That is the creator. That is the source. So if you say to the source, I wish a better place to live, that better is different for everybody. A better place for me is maybe a complete better place for you. Yeah. So if I tell 100 people, draw me a dog, everybody draws another dog. Yeah. So we're very unique, very unique. Yeah. And so if you say, I want to live in a better place, or I want to upgrade my wellness in my life, then who knows better? Your ego will say, to upgrade your life, I want more money. I want a bigger car. I want a bigger house. Or I want a relationship. Or I want an upgrade in my job. Or, and it's very very narrow what your ego, because your ego only has access to a bookcase. I call it a bookcase. Everything we know and experience in our lives. It's like a bookcase. Comparing with the universe, comparing with the knowledge of the source. Do you understand me? So what you can do is you can say, I want to upgrade my well-being. I want to upgrade my my well-being. And then what happens is you're gonna make emotions. You feel safe, you feel connected with the place, you feel connected with the people who live there, you feel strong, you feel inspired, you feel trustworthy, you trust the neighborhood, you trust the people who live there. So you have the feeling of trust, and so on and so on. And then I always say, let go and let God, because I expect always surprises, and God surprised me so many times that I could not imagine. I could not imagine the whole package. It was perfect every time because God is perfect. Yeah. So what happened is when I let go and let God, is that I was surprised by the outcome. I could not imagine myself the outcome that God created for me. I just gave, you know, the assignment. You cannot say the assignment, but I just let the source know what I needed. If you're compromising everything, then you don't need. And then the universe says, okay, you don't need, so we don't offer. But if you say, I need this, or I need that, or I wish, not want, I wish is in the heart, wanting is in the head. I wish to upgrade my life, and you immediately let your ego determine what that should be, you cast out everything that you can't imagine yourself, and you forget things for sure. And then you get in this new stage of your life upgraded because you wanted a new car, a new house, and then you realize, oh, I forgot this, and I forgot this, and I forgot that. How many times did we, for example, in our 20s, wanted a relationship, and the guy or the girl had to be this and this and this and this and this and this and this, and then you end up in a relationship with the person you attracted, of course, because you sent it out. But then you realize, I've got this and this and this and this and this and this. Yeah. All right. So that happened a lot to me. And then I asked, what do I do wrong? How can I upgrade this programming? And then the answer was, let go and let God. And I was so amazed by it. I was like, let go and let God. What does it mean? It doesn't mean that you don't ask. It means that you don't ask very specifically, because you don't know what's off the radar, and your ego only has this much, of a radar that he can choose, and all that is around the radar that is not in his bookshelf, he can't ask for. And so my life got really fulfilled with things that I couldn't even imagine that existed. I couldn't even imagine that that it would come together, and it was, yeah, it is still amazing every day. And so every day I'm grateful for the pleasant surprises that the source gives me. That doesn't mean I don't have goals. I do have goals. For example, I start with something and my goal is to finish off. For example, I took the initiative to make this, to start this YouTube channel, and I committed myself to, sorry about the light, but the sun is coming and going. There's some little clouds in the air, and I don't have unnatural light on me. So you see me go, and there's the sun again. Well, anyway, so the source is always surprising you if you let it. If you let it. And oh yeah, the goals. Yeah. So I started this YouTube channel because a lot of people ask me always the same questions, and somebody gave me that inspiration and said, why don't you start a YouTube channel with all the questions you always have to answer, by all the social media? And then I thought, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's start that. And I committed myself to make 2 videos a week. 2 videos a week. Yeah. So after so many months, I have so many videos, and maybe I covered all the questions. And of course, a lot of questions still coming and coming, but um, the the main questions I covered. Yeah. So that is my goal, my commitment to make it work, to make 2 videos a week. And I do that. Yeah. And that's a goal. Yeah. My goal is to make 2 videos a week, reach a lot of people. So if I make a video and somebody asks me a question, I could just send the video and not type and type or voice messages with the person. So I save a lot of time, and in that time I can do other things. You see, that's my goal, and it's working. And voila, you can set goals, but if you really wish something, then wish it from the heart, and then let God surprise you. And I always thank God for the surprise. And because I always expect pleasant surprises, so I always thank God for the surprise. For example, for the upgrade of my life, or for the change where I live, or whatever you need for, yeah, or the enhancement of your health, or whatever you're in need for. I always thank God already at forehand because I expect it to come. I expect it to come every minute. And God surprises me every time, every time. And that is just so amazing. That's so fulfilling that you're not alone. Somebody's taking care of you. That doesn't mean that you just, give everything to God. No, of course, you have to ask for it. And then God will surprise you. And that makes life much, much easier. Writing down makes things easier. What do I need? I need this and this and this. Remember, there's a lot going on if you write things down, a lot of switches going on. And there's so many choices that God gives us. So for sure we forget things to pick out. So God knows better. Yeah. The source knows better what we need, what we're in need for, what's our next step that we programmed as an experience, as a soul, and so on and so on, because that's why we're here, experiences. So yeah, have fun and let God surprise you. Let the source surprise you, and you will see it's so fulfilling, so perfect. You can then tell the people around you, I could never imagine that, the whole puzzle falling into place. Like, wow, I didn't think about that, or I didn't think about that, or wow, that fulfills that, and that, connects with that. It's amazing, just amazing. So, Changebringer, bring some changes, and ask the universe, well, you don't have to ask the universe. The universe always says yes, you send out, but bring forward your needs, please. And then let God do the rest. I always say, don't take his job away. He's the creator. Don't take his job away. You make your life miserable because you only have a bookcase to choose out. And that's why your life rolls into the same situations again and again. Maybe different actors, maybe different decoration, but it always, maybe different story, but it's always the same, always the red thread, destructive red thread. Okay, see you in the next video. If it's okay with you, you can share it to other people. You can like, subscribe, YouTube stuff. And then I see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.